The O'Reilly family lived in the heart of the Irish countryside, embraced by emerald hills and misty moors. The old stone house had seen generations tread its floors, each bringing fates and fortunes. But none could forget the wail, the mournful cry that echoed through the night, promising doom. It was said every time a banshee wept by their window, death cast its shadow over the family. Eamon, the patriarch, dismissed the legends as mere superstition. His wife, Moira, had grown up with tales of the banshee and often shivered at the thought. Their children, Aisling and Declan, treated the banshee stories like ghostly fairy tales, thrilling and far removed from reality. One fog-laden night, as the wind howled past the eaves, the house fell into an unsettling silence, pierced only by the ticking grandfather clock. The atmosphere was suffocating, heavy with an unspoken dread. Suddenly, a hair-raising wail sliced through the stillness, curling around the family as they huddled together in the sitting room. Moira clutched her rosary, eyes wide with terror. Eamon's face paled, though he tried to mask his fear with a gruff dismissal. It was just the wind, he claimed. Yet, deep inside, he knew well the stories of his ancestors. The next day, he ventured out, determined to unearth the source of the noise. As he trekked closer to the ancient family graveyard, mist circled his feet, and an icy finger seemed to trail down his spine. Among the gravestones, he saw her, a gaunt figure, robed in white, eyes sunken and hollow, her long hair billowing like seaweed in a storm. She opened her mouth, emitting a blood-curdling shriek, and then vanished, leaving Eamon paralyzed with sorrow and fear. Rushing back home, he found Moira pale and shaken, clutching a letter. A heart attack had claimed his brother, who lived miles away, just as the banshee's wail had pierced the night. Days turned to weeks, the banshee's presence a specter they couldn't shake. Every wail that followed foretold another family tragedy, an accident, an illness, unforeseen mishaps. Finally, the family's resolve began to crumble. Unable to bear the curse, the O'Reillys thought of fleeing, but knew they couldn't escape fate. One night, the wail returned louder than ever, a final harbinger. The next morning, Eamon was found in his study, still and silent, a heart attack the whispered cause. Moira, Aisling, and Declan stood by his grave, the mist curling around their feet, knowing well enough the old legend was no mere tale. The banshee's wail was a cursed prophecy they could never outrun.